Alright, you guys, City Nuts, what's up? And today, right now, you have just seen the Sonic Lost Worlds trailer for the Nintendo Wii U and 3DS. And so, basically, this is just going to be an analysis of the trailer. So, here we're going to go ahead and get started, but the first thing I want to go ahead and say that right now on the screen, you're going to see the box art. I'm not editing this right now. I'm doing the commentary first, going to show the editing later and pictures and stuff, but at this point in the screen, you're probably going to see the box art, and I'm going to see if I can get a picture of it, but the box art does look pretty freaking nice. If you guys can see, there's the Deadly Six, which I actually want to go ahead and talk about right now, who the Deadly Six are. Let me go ahead and see if I can, here we go. Yeah, so the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about who the Deadly Six are. The Deadly Six, what the story was about was that Sonic was trying to chase off Dr. Eggman off of somewhere. And in this time, he ends up hiring the Deadly Six. But as usual with Dr. Eggman, stuff goes wrong because he just never has anything right that happen. So, stuff goes wrong and therefore the Deadly Six try to go against him, but now Sonic and Eggman have to try to work together to beat the Deadly Six and get rid of them. So, that's the main story of the entire thing and stuff like that. So, first thing I'm going to go ahead and get into is some of the things that we've actually found out within the trailer. Now, the footage that I got was from IGN, and so, first thing I want to say is that the game kind of reminds you a lot of Super Mario Galaxy for some aspects, due to the fact of how it's platformed and everything. But some of the camera angles, it does remind you of Super Mario Galaxy a lot. That's what it's been referenced to, and so but you have to take into consideration that Nintendo is actually partnering on this game. They're actually helping the production. But I thought it was going to be another Sonic Generations or something like that. But I was actually wrong. Yes, I know that's right here. But I was actually wrong. So, that's one thing. But I'm going to go ahead and put a screenshot on the screen right now. Now, in the last Sonic analysis, I said that maybe this was a sequel to Sonic Unleashed. I also got comments saying that maybe it was a sequel from Sonic Colors or Sonic Adventure 2 or something like that. But I know I just got a comment that was saying it's not a sequel at all. But from the trailer analysis, if you can see, there should be a screenshot up on the screen right now. There's a picture of a wisp in the trailer. You'd have to slow it down to see. But on the left side of the screen, there was the picture of the wisp. And so, I'm trying to remember, it was the Cyan one in Sonic Colors that let you kind of bounce around and crap like that. And so, basically, that could be telling us that maybe this is a sequel to Sonic Colors. I don't know, because in Sonic Colors, the stuff was spread around. And so, that's mainly where I'm getting that. Now, next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is the map. Now that we know about the story and how there is a Deadly Six, we kind of know how this map fits a little. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the map right about now. And I'm going to go ahead and say that you're basically going to be able to figure out what everything looks like now. So, you guys know, as in, the screenshot should be up right now, there are 6 different worlds. There's an ice world, a desert world, a water world, looks like a forest world, fire world, and I'm not sure what the heck that is. But we did get information on the names. I'm going to pull that up. Gotta think. I don't have all my information with me right now, but we have information on the name. But looking at the Deadly Six themselves, I'm going to go ahead and take a guess where every one of them goes. We saw that in the trailer with the screenshot, the pink one actually goes to the forest. Now, I'm going to pull up the names for the stages, but right now, I know that the pink one goes to the forest right now. Next thing that we know is just by looking at the colors, we're going to try to match these up. So I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that the red one's probably going to go to the lava. We have a purple and a blue one, which kind of makes you think which one goes where due to the fact that there's a water and an ice. But looking at this, I'm going to say that the purple goes to the water only because the blue one looks a little more formal. And so usually when you're formal, that would usually relate to ice in these Sonic games. So I'm going to take a guess. The blue one goes to the ice. The purple goes to the water. The yellow one or the orange one or tan or whatever you want to call them would probably go to the desert on the left side of the screen. Which would leave the green one no, I'm going to go ahead and say the green one actually goes to the part on the left side of the screen, and the yellow one will probably go on the desert looking on the right side of the screen. So, that's just my analysis on that, on the map and everything. Now, back to the gameplay, we actually noticed a few things. First one is that there's going to be online connectivity. On the title, or not title, but the box art, you can see that it says that there's online connectivity and stuff like that. It says Nintendo Network. And so we do know that there's going to be online. We don't know what the online's going to be. All Sega released was that there was going to be an online. We're going to figure out about that probably near E3. Next thing is about the gameplay mechanics. Sonic has a couple of new moves. One of the new moves he has is based on, if you watch the trailer, you'd see like this little blurry thing. He'd be running on walls. Sorry for that interruption. He'd be running on walls, and I think I'll have a screenshot up with it now. And it kind of leaves like trails behind. Now, they gave a name for this move. I'm going to search that up as well. So I'm probably going to put the names to these moves on the screen just in case I'm not going to be able to get them into the commentary. But basically, there are different ways to control Sonic's speed now. This is one of them. This is called the parkour. It was parkour, that's what it was. This is all based on parkour. Now, the way that I heard Chrombonnermoney456 talk about it, he's a pretty good Sonic person on YouTube, very well known. And so what he had said within the gameplay was that you would use one trigger, I'm not sure which one yet, but you would use one trigger to get Sonic running, and then another trigger to get him to his full speed. And at this point, there should be a picture on the screen showing you how his full speed it's gonna be showing this blur and stuff, but it's also gonna be a little like Sonic Dash on like the iPhones and stuff, when he kind of rolled up into that ball when he was trying to run. And so that's gonna end up being his top speed. There is not gonna be any boost, but I'd known that a little before. And so that's one thing. Now, that's just the gameplay mechanics. That's all I kind of know right now. We all know that there's going to be 6 different worlds and 6 different places or villains and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and take a guess with that each villain goes to a world like I was saying earlier. But next thing I want to talk about is the 3DS version. Now, the 3DS version is said to have certain wisps for it. And so that's something pretty good. I may pick up both versions, I don't know. But that's one thing we do know. But another thing that really excited me was that you guys know how we had some of those Sonic games on the DS and Sonic Generations like that, and they were all 2D. Well, Sonic Lost Worlds on the 3DS is actually going to be a 3D game. It's going to be like playing Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario 3D a little. And so that's one thing that I'm really looking forward to playing due to the fact that we're not going to get screwed over on the DS anymore. That is something that's really exciting. I never thought that they would actually do that. I always thought that they should already have done it when they did with Sonic Generations and how great of a game that was, but I guess they just didn't want to. 3DS box art looks pretty much the same as the Wii U's box art. They just had to change a little bit of things, basically because, 3DS box art is slightly smaller. The 3DS version will also have online. And yeah, that's basically about it. There are some things that I didn't talk about, like, one thing. Sonic's kicking ability. Didn't say that at all. Sonic's kicking ability will be introduced, And basically, it's kind of like another form of homing attack. We did see homing attack within the trailer, but this is basically where he'll jump, and when he jumps on the enemy, he kicks them. Kind of reminds you of Mario a little. When Mario hops on them, they pop, boom, boom. But one thing that they did show in the trailer was that when you pop one of the enemies, one of those animals comes out. I can't remember what the name of them are called, but one of the animals pops out, and that's what used to happen in like some of the Sonic Flash games, the original Sonic games, and so we're going to take a guess that maybe this is going back to its roots, and that maybe this could be a sequel to something else, but due to the fact that there are wisps, I'd have to say that this would probably be closest, if it was a sequel, this could be like a continuation of Sonic Colors. I mean, because Eggman always gets away. So this could be a continuation to Sonic Colors after the end of that. And I think that's about it. Now, I'm just looking up random pictures right now, trying to show what the start menu would look like and everything. They all look pretty much Photoshopped, but that's about it. And there's a funny Sonic picture right there. But thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like. Always comment. And I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Deuces.